Hello, everybody. Good morning. This is Denise Guru, your Ascension Oracle. And I just had to do a really quick video this morning because I'm feeling a huge change in the energies. And I'm hoping you guys are feeling the exact same thing. And I like to say it's kind of a conversion of Realm of the Myst meets the angelic hosts. The energy, it's almost angelic energy. And for those of us who are watching this video and those who look for these type of videos, the Lightworkers, the Lightwarriors, the star seeds, the awakening humans, we're all feeling this now. And just the last week, maybe yesterday it really hit home, and it was like, what is this that I'm feeling now? I'm more of a witchy persuasion. I'm more of a goddess type girl, the goddess worshiper. Walked that path for many lifetimes. I'm not much of an angel girl. Had too many bad things happening in church, so it really kind of ruined that for me. But it's starting to converge again. I think the separation, the angelic energy separate from the organized religion is what I'm trying to say. The true angelic energy. So it's been, what is it, you guys? I'm sure you're feeling it. You have to be feeling it. It's like everything is coming out of the heart. You can sit back, you can watch all the rioting, you can watch the videos about, the next steps of the cabal, and you just are calm. You're staying in your heart center. It is so much more easier now than ever to work from the heart. It's almost like the ascended master within all of us is finally awakening. The energies are right for the ascended masters in each of us to awaken to who we really are. And I've been spending a lot of time in my 30-foot spiral wheel out in my yard. And remember, the spiral wheel is the bringing in the cosmic energy. The word Kundalini means cosmic energy, spiral, that type of thing. So when you think of the DNA, it's all spiraling. And so I work in that a lot, and it's really bringing in that cosmic energy. I have actually 2 wheels. I built another one, a 15-foot. So I got a 30-foot and a 15-foot. You guys get out there and build your wheels. I can connect with your wheels. My neighbor built one. I connect with his wheel, and it just converges, and it just sends that energy out. It sends it throughout our bodies, throughout our neighborhoods, throughout our cities, our states, country, the whole planet. And so, yeah, there's this definite split going on, and I think you can see it. If anybody has eyes to see, we can see this definite split. We can see the rioting, we can see the the marches, the marches, the peaceful marches. The rioting is, we know what that's all about. That's just more of the same old from the deletes. I call them deletes. And so the rest of us are able to sit back and calmly watch this unfold, because this is exactly what we came here for. Remember, we came here for this. And so we are content and calm in our energies. We know who we are. We know where we're at. We know what our frequency is. And so we've been ignited. We've been ignited not in a flame of fiery passion, but ignited in calmness and peace, and just sending that out. And so I do a lot of the heart work. And if you've been listening to the books that I've been reading, it's all about heart work, guys. It's all about meditating, and it's meditating through the heart. And that's my work. That's what I do. I teach people how to work through their heart. And I have horses, and if you've never felt what it feels like to have your heart opened, once you have that feeling, it is addictive. Because of my headaches, it's weird, really weird. I don't know what is an Excedrin, you guys tell me. Maybe I don't want to know. I know they had to change their formula, but I get a lot of headaches, and I've had them since I was small. And so I'll take an Excedrin, and it's so weird. It's probably my addiction to the caffeine in the Excedrin, but it's like I take it and it's just like, oh, you know, probably should pick something else, right? But it's that, you know, when you feed your whatever your addiction is, and you just have that, just relax, and this wash and this calmness, and people can be yelling at you, people can cut you off and out in traffic, people can just be the jerks that they are, and you're just kind of like, peace, brother, peace, you know. And so that's what it feels like when you work through the heart. That's what it feels like when you're truly having a heart opening. And you can learn how to do this on command. And the more you do it, the more resilient you become, because you are building up your energy battery and you're spreading out. You are radiating. You know, they have technology that can monitor what your heart radiates and how far it radiates. And they only have equipment now that can monitor what, 10 feet, but we know it goes further than that, because we're all one, right? We're all one. Energy is energy, and it's infinite and goes and goes. So when you are working through your heart, what you're doing is you are boosting up the DHEA, the youth hormone in your body, and you are suppressing I'm having a brain fart here. What is the cortisol? You're suppressing the cortisol, which takes away from your immunity. So the DHE boosts your immunity and makes you look younger and more beautiful and happy and joyful and in balance. And also, because it does that, it makes you immune to all the viruses out there. It makes you immune to all of the disease and all of the illness, because you are raising your heart rate variability. And so that's a perfect way right now of protecting yourself against all these lower vibes that are flying around out there and all the targeting. And I don't feel like I've surpassed being targeted now. And I know a lot of people are saying they're really hammering the Lightworkers and the star seeds. And I know about a month ago, I felt like I was really being hammered, but I just continued my work, and I continued to look for ways of assisting my physical body. And one of them is this necklace. It's tachyon charged, so I wear this. I sent my daughter a bracelet, tachyon bracelet, who is, you know, dealing with her cancer journey. And I mean, there's so many things you can do. You work through the heart. And I also started, I don't want to lose track here, but I also started making organite. And so this is the one, sorry that my camera sucks big time, but this is the Earth Goddess organite. And so this one is quartz with the spiral, and then there is roses, dried roses, and then sage, mountain sage I put in there, and then of course the metals, the brass and the copper, and then I have a little ring of not amethyst, amber going around there. And so that's one of them. And this is my moon goddess. And so that's this quartz with the labradorite, a black tourmaline, and some painted, blue painted, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's a blue painted stone anyways, but And there you can see the moon, and of course the brass, and the and then there is the there's little flowers in it. They were flowers and they had beautiful little blue petals. But of course I didn't dry them first, but so there's mountain sage in there and then little flowers. So that's that one. And this is the one I just finished yesterday. And this one's ready for Halloween. You know, women like me, we like to celebrate the holiday. So this is, I don't know what it looks like in there, but the bottom is orange, black, and then, you know, the metals, the copper and the brass. And this is the skull, the Day of the Dead skull. And of course, I have some wildflowers, some Colorado wildflowers in there because of course I live in Colorado. And then I have black tourmaline in there. And the center stone is actually, you can see a few beads floating around in the top. And then the center stone is actually smoky quartz. So that's what I've been doing. And I tell you what, guys, holy cow, talk about, and I put them in my spiral wheel and talk, and it was hilarious because they're a feeble attempt to chemtrail us. Yesterday, was it yet? No, Sunday morning, was it? Yes, Sunday morning. They haven't chemtrailed us for a long time, maybe a couple weeks or maybe a month. I don't remember, but they feebly attempted to chemtrail us, and it was hilarious because as soon as they would start the crisscrossing, they would start to dissipate, and the orgone would come up and take charge and clear. It was freaking hilarious. Poor now down in Salida, it kind of stuck a little bit, but up here where I live, where all my orgonite and my spiral wheels are, it's hilarious. But the frequency is changing. It's very hard for them now to make that stick, and I think that's why they're trying to conserve their money. Maybe they're working on other things because this is no longer working anymore. But so yeah, I also wanted, what else I got too was that we're going to start seeing a lot of different people care. What's the word? You know, the people that we've been watching the last 9-10 years on YouTube who have been taking up a lot of our time. They've come out with most of the information. They've been doing the most work, you know, coming up with, you know, this is the ones we see the most at conventions, and the same people. Well, I also got today that there's going to be a change in command, so to speak, and the light talkers. We're going to see those people sort of fade away a little bit, and there's going to be a whole new gamut of speakers coming forward, talkers of the light, because their energy has been so different from these other people that have been speaking all these years. These new people are coming in, and their energy is kind of like the indigos and then the crystals and the rainbows. The energy is not conducive for these other beings to come in, and really you're going to watch, they're really going to start being forefront on the channels, the YouTube channels, or whatever we're going to transition to. I don't think it's going, unless Trump comes through and cleans everything out, it might transition to something else. But, and I'm already seeing it happen, that there's different people coming forward, and it's different phases of people. Of course, the people with the intel, you know, they're coming forward about, you know, the Trump and, you know, the administration and all the cabal and all that. But then the people who are working for the light, they are really starting, their new ones are really starting to come out and shine. So that's really, really, really interesting. So yeah, and I think the reason I'm saying the Avalon is rising is because so many people are energetically attached to the Avalonian energy, the divine feminine energy, which I am. And it's starting to converge and meld with the angelic host. It's like energy is energy. these people from this Avalon era, these type of people, I'm not saying specifically just Avalon, but the people like that from around the world who have been suppressed and burned at the stake and drowned and tortured until death. These people are starting to really come forward, and it's that Merlin energy too. That's the Arthurian, King Arthur energy, the guardian type energy is really starting to come forward, and we're starting to come together now and working together, because people are beginning to understand these different factions. They're weeding out the false doctrines from, you know, the Avalonian type people, you know, the witches and how horrible they were and burn them and all that. And they're starting to, people know now it was the Luciferians, whatever you want to call them, the Moloch worshippers, who knew that these type of people that were coming in, that they labeled as witches, knew that they were going to really wake the people up to who they truly are and what they were really doing. So of course they had to suppress them. Of course they had to kill them off and turn neighbor against neighbor. And so the energies are different now. So these people can come forward and they don't have to be in silence anymore. And so there's this joining, and so there's this calmness. It's like as above, so below. The Avalonians are all about the earth and nature, and the Angelic Realm is about the higher spirituality realms. You know, I don't want to say God, because Avalonians believe in the goddess, which is the duality, the balance of the female and male god. It's not just a guy up there. So we're bringing the energy, and okay, it's like the ether and the earth coming together. And I think this is amazing what's transpiring. So it's not just all about rising up. People are finally realizing that this includes this planet and everything about this planet, and it's all about this planet. And so it's not just the religion aspect, that organized bullshit is falling away. And so we're going to see this more and more, you guys, and I'm really excited. And I'm going to pull a card real quick. Let's pull a card real quick. So I'm going to call on my A team here. So what should we ask? So give me, all right, A team, what I just said, can you give me a card that further explains or confirms what I am getting and what I just said is happening? So here, I'm going to pick this top card. Release. Autumn equinox. So what's coming next? Autumn equinox is coming next, right? Excuse me. And so we have a release. And yeah, so it's all about releasing that old mindset. You know, what we think about all these different factions of light workers and light, you know, if you call yourself a white witch or something, oh, you're bad, you know, you need to associate yourself as a light warrior, a light worker, or whatever. We are releasing all of that language. You know, we're releasing that language, the terminology, and we're working now through the energy. We're working through the feelings. We are releasing that veil. We are releasing the covering that's holding us back, so we can start to feel. We can start to feel and work through the heart, and we can start to see everybody as a light being, as a high frequency being that we have been so suppressed. And so we're releasing all that old bullshit, all of that delete Kabbalistic bullshit is now being released. And so autumn equinox, when is that, guys? That's coming soon, September. So I would really watch around that time and the autumn equinox, because I think it's going to be a huge release. And like I said, this convergence of this angelic and Avalonian Mysts of Avalon, these two factions coming together and merging, these energies merging and coming together now. I mean, I'm getting goosebumps. So that's what I've been getting. And I just wanted to tell you guys really quickly, you should be feeling that. And if you're not, you need to be working through the heart. And real quickly, I'll give you a real quick thing to do. Put your hand on your heart when you're meditating. Don't think about what's out there, what's around you, and your ascended masters and your angelic realm and all that. They're all here in your heart. So put your hand on your heart and pretend that you're breathing in and out through your heart. And you do breathe in and out through your heart when you're sitting and centering. And the heart is where they all are. It's your ascended master. It's your God. It's your goddess. That is where it's at. You should always be making your decisions coming from the heart. If you have an issue, put your hand and breathe through your heart and send out, no matter what, no matter what's going on in front of you, no matter who's mad at you, or no matter how you feel, take a few minutes, breathe through your heart and think of the words appreciation and gratitude. We should be in appreciation and gratitude for being here at this point in time and the work that we're doing. So breathe in and out, meditate on appreciation and gratitude. When you're breathing in out of your heart, you are truly connected to the divine. You are at 0 point, people. And then ask for your answer to your question, or do this before you overreact. Do this before you make an overreactive decision, or do this to calm yourself because you're feeling low or somebody pissed you off, or even if you got to do this 25 times a day, it'll become easier. But there's more things that I have up my sleeve when it comes to working that way. That's just a very quick heart-focused breathing technique that we use. Use it a lot, you guys, because if you're not feeling this energy, this Avalonian angelic energy, this calm, continue your work, guys. Continue. There's something you're missing. There's a missing link there. There's something that you have to figure out that you need to do, whether it's change your diet, you know, I hate to say meditate more, but more heart work technique. Build yourself that spiral wheel, even if it's a painted one on a floor cloth or something. But you guys were, you know, it's time. I'm gonna keep saying that. So anyways, all right, we will talk to you soon.